Speedbird 232, right heading 235, and report localizer established runway 27 left, Speedbird 232.
So, hello and welcome everybody to another video of my channel. Today it's going to be a little bit different video. We're going to ditch the TFDi 717 honestly, and that is because of 3 or 4 main reasons. And I'm going to talk to you guys about those issues that I'm having with the TFDi along this flight today. So today we're gonna be flying out of Lima Echo Bravo Bravo. That is the new Spain airport that ORBX have done recently, and honestly, it's a little bit sketchy airport. I mean, there are some minor issues that I'm finding with it so far, but overall I'm really liking it somehow, although I insist there are some issues that I'm gonna highlight while we do our flight today. So without further ado, let's start. So today our flight will be from Lima Echo Bravo Bravo to Amsterdam Echo Hotel Alpha Mike. So let's start setting up the FMC. So for fuel, we're using 15,000 pound, and I'm using PFPX to manage all of those numbers. Zero fuel weight, we have at 134.5, and we are done. So we're pretty loaded today. Let's go ahead, disconnect everything basically, and shut our doors and remove the jetway. So it is moving, that is confirmed. So position initialization, that will be Lima Echo Bravo Bravo. Okay, I'm not sure if we have it, thanks God. So Virgin, and we're gonna go Echo Hotel Alpha Mike, and we're gonna use our company route that is already there. And runway, I'm gonna wait for our clearance to see. I'm not using any ATC, by the way. I'm just using the prepared default ATC just to make sure while I'm taxiing I don't run into another traffic basically. So request IFR clearance, and we're gonna continue our setup. So KLM1687, and we're gonna activate. So we have a 4553, 5453. I cannot talk basically. So we're gonna go TA just to have an idea who's behind who. And we have 8,000 feet. So we have some traffic going on. That was quick. Okay, performance initialization, and we will contact ground. And we're gonna request our taxi IFR. So for fuel we have 15,000. So 30 right. Okay, roger that. Okay, so zero fuel weight we have at 134.5, close enough. Reserves we have 3, and coast index will be 30. Our cruising altitude today will be 370. and we have our top, so our cruising wind will be 315 at 049er. I'm showing a little bit of turbulence along the way, but nothing to be concerned about. So 33 as takeoff 1, so 92%, that's good. CG, and we need to do our runways 30 through Bravo Bisc 3 Alpha and execute that. Takeoff, we have 141. I'm reading from the sheet. We have 142, 143, 148. Close enough, I will buy it. And we have a trim at 4.3, so trim at 4.3, I'm happy with it. 149er and heading at 30. So let's arm the flight directors and arm the auto throttle, VNAV, LNAV, and give me VORs. I'll have terrain on the other display, and we're gonna see what we have for our weather today.
Lima Echo Bravo Bravo Airport information Delta 2030 Zulu weather wind calm visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 1000 ceiling 2000 broken ceiling 2500 broken temperature 18 dew point 17 QNH 1025 advise on initial contact. You have information Delta Lima Echo Bravo.
So we have information Delta, and as you might guys heard it, that's a bit of ceiling there, but hopefully everything goes well. Okay, so we're done with the FMC. I'm gonna go through my checklist here, and we're gonna start getting ready. So oxygen, test the navigation transfer and display switches are normal. Window heat is on, pressurization mode is auto, and we have 370 on the numbers. Flight instruments heading 030, altimeter is 1025, park and brake is set, engine start levers is cut off. So before start, checklist flight deck door closed, fuel we have 15,000, fuel pumps can't come on, windows are locked, MCB we have V2 at 149, heading 300, altitude 8,000, takeoff speed is 141, 142, 149er, CDU pre-flight completed, rudder and aileron free and zero, taxi and takeoff briefing is completed, and take collision light is on. So I'm gonna put our hydraulic to on and packs to off, and I'm gonna call for the pushback. So I'll go with any, I guess. Nose to the right, and we should be set to go. Chimes, seatbelts are on, notify the flight attendant, have a closer look to make sure everything is good and ready. I'll have my logo light on, please. Engine page, TFC, let's have an idea. So yeah, that's good to go. So I don't know if you guys can notice it, but I cannot really hear GSX through my headphones. So you guys either hear it or not, but we're about to release our parking brake to start our engines here. And yeah, as I said, this is the new ORBX airport. That we are going to talk about when we are mid-flight. So parking brake is released. Start on engine number 2. So start valve open light coming in. N2 is coming up. And you can guys have the FPS on the corner there. So 23. So a little bit of traffic today here at the airport. And I like that 3D grass. I mean, that's really very cool touch from ORBX team there. So EGT is good, 56% on the start switch and engine number 2. Start valve open light. N2 is coming up. And 25, I was busy kind of setting up some other charts there, but that's all good. So EGT is coming up. Oil pressure is coming up. N1 is rising. So 56 on the cutoff. Oil pressure is good. And we have a good start, gentlemen. So parking brake is set. Let's run through the checklist. Generators are on. Packs are auto, and we can go to auto. And the isolation valve there. And ABU to off. Gonna switch the start switches to continuous. Prop to on, anti-ice is not needed. Recoil switch is checked. To brake, RTO, engine start levers, idle detent, flight controls. Full lift. For right, neutral. Full left. For right, neutral. So I think this guy's taken off. Yep, he is taken off. So ground equipment is clear. Flaps can go to 5. And we are good to taxi. Let's put the weather radar to on and have it into turbulence. Add a little bit of gain because I don't like the looks of those clouds, honestly. So parking brake is released. Very gorgeous scenery. I mean, the area surrounding this airport is phenomenal, honestly. So here we're coming at Alpha 2. And we're gonna take it all the way to Charlie 1. So that's our turn there. And we have quite a few terrain there. So while we are taxiing, 112.4 on our first VOR station, and 114.15. So I think we're not gonna get any VORs until we are airborne. They're quite far. So before takeoff, checklist flaps 5, green light, stabilizer trim is 4.97 units, and we're set. So here we have the green lights. And coming up is Charlie 3, I guess. Charlie 2. So we're gonna go down to Charlie 1. And honestly, I don't feel there is much of a difference. But we're kinda heavy today, so I would go with Charlie 1. So here we have the green lights, and we're gonna call the tower. And so the holding point, I think it's a little bit further down. Okay, yep. So request takeoff clearance IFR. Yeah, and you guys can see the weather there. Yeah, I don't like it. So clear for takeoff, runway 30 right, and you're gonna acknowledge that. And stroke to on TARA, and let's do it. Cabin crew, please be seated for takeoff.
Approaching 30.
So I've been asked to actually announce the flight crew announcement for some reason, so I'm gonna do that. I don't mind it. So that's the Ross working there, announcing our approaching runway.
On runway 30.
Okay, that is confirmed. And I'm gonna start my watch here in the corner there, just because I like it this way. Okay, and we are ready for takeoff. For 2%, Targa. And for some reason I had the recall switch lighting up there, but that's okay. 80 knots, check. V1, rotate. Pause the brake, gear up. Okay, will do. So 310, proceed on course. And no transition altitude. So I'm gonna engage the autopilot so I can run through my after takeoff checklist. So flaps 1, landing gear up and off, flaps up. I'm waiting for flaps to do that. And I'm gonna keep my starter switches because of those clouds there. Okay, so I don't think we have any weather. In our route there, and we can see our VORs coming alive there. So I'm gonna peek outside to see exactly what's going on. Yeah, that's the low ceiling on the weather forecast and the ATIS. So we're starting our turn here. After takeoff checklist is completed. And we switch to FMC speed instead of N1. So 13,000, for me we're gonna go 370 and we're gonna kill the ATC surface from now on. And I'm gonna be ready to ask for the departure ATIS when we are fairly close. So altitude inversion. Okay, so as you might guys have seen in the previous 2 videos that I have done in the past, that I have been mainly using the TFDi 717, and that is because I had no 737s or Airbus's A320s, and the reason is I don't like to fly that's 10,000. I don't like flying the wide bodies aircrafts like the 747 or the 777, although I like the 777 a lot. So I was hoping for the PMDG to release theirs, or Airsoft to release theirs, and honestly I had it since day one, but I tried so much to stick with the 717 because I liked the idea of having such a regional aircraft. I mean, how small it is, the range, the type of flight that I'm doing. I mean, it was just perfect. The issue is, and I'm talking about as of today, there are 3 or 4 main concerns that I'm having with the TFDi 717. And one of them is the crash to desktop. So CTDS is something is really had bothered me a lot. I mean, you guys can check my latest video, I believe. I mean, I had it crashed on me for 4 times. I mean, that video, honestly, I have been so doubtful when I released it because it took so much time to actually edit for repeated flights just to do a crash and then load it from the last point, and it was a really not fun job to do. So in the past 2 or 3 weeks I was kind of quiet. That was not my intended plan. As I was telling you guys, I was planning to release a new video almost every couple of weeks, a week max. So I started having those crash to desktop. I submitted a couple of tickets to TFDi. They were trying their best to kind of remedy the issue, but with no luck. So I kind of figured out, like, hey, maybe this is not the best thing to kind of hassle with, but I'm gonna buy it. I mean, it's a lovely airplane. I'm gonna go with it. So I kept flying the airplane, and honestly, I have done like 3 to 4 flights fully recorded, only to find out that something will go wrong. I mean, it's either the VNAV will go into panic mode, or the LNAV, or both, or the auto throttle will give me really terrible experience. I mean, I will have to muscle with the auto throttle and the speedy brake all the way through the full length of the descent. So eventually 2 days ago I killed the whole thing. I said, well, let's go into the garage for the time being, and I might give it a look or two later on. But as of now, I'm back to the lovely and my only best, the PMDG 737. So I'm gonna peek outside again. So it's a fairly cloudy day, but nothing to be concerned about when it comes to our route today. So everything looks smooth and normal. Once we are almost at or before the top of a climb, as usual, I'm gonna cut the video and advance to the top of descent period of this flight. So before I do that, I'm gonna talk about the newly released ORBX airport. And honestly, I have mixed feelings about it, and I'm gonna do a little bit more detailed review of that airport in particular and that's what I'm planning to do with every add-on released. So, as I said, I mean, I'm having a really mixed feelings about it. I mean, there are a lot of things that I admire from ORBX, and I will show you guys what are these. And there are like 3 or 4 items that I'm not happy with. It's just, it does not step to the level where ORBX or any major developer should really go into that level. I mean, it's understandable to have you know, a mid-range kind of add-ons, but to leave some of those issues untouched, for me it's a bit, I mean, for $40, I don't know what to say, guys. I mean, the terminal look very nice, the surrounding area is indeed very nice, but I mean, they could have done better. I mean, the runway, as you might see, guys, the 3D grass, the buses, the shuttle, and it was really delightful to see. But when I kind of like squeezed myself here and there, I found a little bit more issues that more than I would like, honestly, with from such a developer for that amount of money. So KLM today, I mean, this flight actually is done with the same flight number from KLM with the same route, different aircraft though. So I think they're using the Embraer 175. I kind of like forgot what was it, or the Airbuses. I'm not sure really which one of them, but it was indeed a real life flight. So, a couple of things to highlight before I cut my video here. Let me just check one more thing, guys. So we will be reaching our top of climb around 23 minutes into our flight. So, and we can arrive with 5.0, we have 5.3. I'm sure this will change once we put all the approach information, because we have no approach yet. Again, we're gonna go ahead and see. So at Gotham, we should have 10.4 thousand of fuel. Have 10, not bad, and we should be at 29 minutes marking. So that's 14, 28, 29. Yes, that is. We're kind of on a schedule when it comes to our flight today, and I like that. And for me here, I'm kind of seeing some turbulence, but as far as the aircraft, I'm really liking how smooth our flight today. Gonna give a small look at the overhead panel to make sure everything is working here as intended, and indeed it is. Recall switch, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I kind of had the recall switch eliminated there, and I was like just 1 or 2 seconds behind projecting that takeoff. I mean, I even, like, as soon as I put the auto throttle on, the light came on. So I had every time that is available to actually reject that takeoff. I hit the light again to make sure what is going on, and the light disappeared. So my idea was, if I noticed that is really a major concern, I would have rejected that takeoff in no time. So I'm gonna cut off the video here, guys, and see you on the other side. So here we are again before the top of the sun, and you can guys notice that I have already put the altitude at 2000, as it is the glide slope capture at Amsterdam. And I'm gonna actually listen to what we have.
Hotel Alpha Mike, airport information, India 2125, Zulu, weather, wind 348 at 6, visibility 10, sky condition, few clouds at 2200, temperature 15, dew point 13, QNH 1012, advise on initial contact, you have information, India. Echo, Hotel, Alpha, Mike, airport information.
So here is the localizer frequency for the runway 27 at Amsterdam. As you guys heard it, the runway winds actually prefer the runway 27, and I'm gonna put the VOR station to what the actually approach is for. So we're doing a teardrop entry to the runway using the Sierra Papa Lima VOR, and that is 1084. But of course we're gonna do the FMC. I'm gonna sync the heading. I'm gonna do the FMC procedure, of course. So let's go through the checklist. Pressurization, landing altitude will be 50, as if Amsterdam is actually sea level. Recall is checked, auto brake level 2, landing data, and let me go in here and check the numbers. So I have 146 flaps 30, 146 flaps 30. That is awesome. So let's go again and see next waypoint. So Dina, we will have it at 5.7 thousand bound for fuel, and I have it 5.6 on the numbers. So very good. And we should be there at 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 5 minutes. Yep, we are very close. So our descent profile is doing okay. And I'm gonna go through the approach briefing that was already completed, and I'm gonna sync the course. I already did that to 042 to the VOR. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it. The FMC is actually doing a very good job at it, but we're just gonna go with the chart and see the procedure fully to understand it. So here is our final runway course. So we're gonna arrive Amsterdam with 4.8 thousand pound of fuel, and I have the numbers at 5,000. So that might be actually the wind, although the numbers here I have with the wind calculated, but it's a matter of 100 or 200 pounds that are not really concerning. So 27,000, we're going in. And we can here see Amsterdam area down there. The weather is not bad, so yeah, let me talk to you guys about one issue the other day I had. It's not an issue, it's actually, although I had the failures turned off, I did actually start my aircraft at a fairly hot city, which was in the Middle East kind of area, and in July the temperature was about almost 48 degrees Celsius. So after I finished everything and I'm about to do the before takeoff jobs, I had cap temperature light came on. So I forgot exactly what was it. So zone temp, yes. So I didn't think about it that I will find a really good procedure about it, although I know that PMDG are very thorough when it comes to their system. But anyway, I went to the non-normal checklist and I directly went to air conditioning, and I had these zone temp selected, and honestly I didn't think that will work. That is pulled from Boeing manuals, and it says exactly one or more of these conditions might occur, and you will have the temperature selected, select a cooler temperature, and I'm just reading this off, and I had this thing to kind of coolest, the max, and then trip reset switch push, and trim air switch to off if not, and then cycle it back. And honestly, that did it. And since then I was very, very amazed at how well this aircraft has been built. So that's one story to share with you guys. So transition altitude at Amsterdam is 3,000. So let me just, yes, so I did that. Okay, we're done. Wind correction will be 5 knots, fair enough. Enable 250 at river. Let's go and see what is the river about. So yeah, that is what I found kind of neat about this approach. I mean, we had enough distance between our waypoints to actually decelerate to that 250 at river. So I assume there might be a glitch because of that above below restriction there. So I lifted at this, and I'm gonna keep my eye on it in case if we run into issues with that. And I think it is perfectly fine. It's just the way the aircraft is responding to that restriction is throwing it off. So 71 miles out. Gonna sink the heading a little bit. And that's one minor thing that I tend to do, and everybody asks like why I do it, to sink the heading. And the reason is sometimes you need to sink the heading. It's not sometimes, it's always you need to sink the heading just in case of autopilot disengagement. So then you kind of have the flight director, for some reason, for the heading select, is not throwing the aircraft left and right. You kind of continuing your path and you're gonna adjust later on. But if you have your heading this way and the autopilot disengaged and for some reason you lost that LNAV capability, then you're kind of screwed. So it's good to sink the heading for this reason and other reasons. So here we come to our first entry for the T-drop, and you can see how this is aligns perfectly. So we are at our vertical profile there, descent profile. And we can see that is, by the way, that is the ORBX vector that has been just released for the prepared version 4, and you can see how defined is the area there at the shore. I like that. So for everyone who have the charts for the Amsterdam runway 27 teardrop entry, we're gonna do 42 entry, and we're gonna turn the VOR to heading 116 and about 11.1 miles from the VOR. We're gonna start our left hand turn towards the runway. So it's fairly simple approach. So very cloudy day, and I like it. So I have the seat belt sign coming in. We could notify the attendants to take their seats for landing. Cabin crew, please be seated for landing. I think when I actually had this flight plan prepared this morning, the area kind of like was raining. There was like a few showers here and there in the area, and once I was ready to fly there, the scheduled flight that I had, but I found it kind of a little bit nicer. I don't know, honestly I don't know how's it down there, but I don't think it is really that bad. So Hotel Sierra Delta, we have 5.4 and the number says 5.5. Very good. Hour and 30 minutes, hour and 30 minutes. So we are very good when it comes to our time, our fuel. Everything looks normal, perfect, and I like that. So I'm waiting to actually go lower below those clouds to actually show you how's the ORBX vector, but I don't think this is the best day to actually show you guys. Coming into that river restrictions. It's a bit longer than I usually do flight. So my flight usually goes from 1 hour to 1 hour and a half. This takes almost 1 hour and 15 minutes. And if you can add the ground time, it goes to almost 2.5 hours. So and yeah, one more thing that I think you guys haven't noticed. It's either this flight or the one before. I have, because of the issue with the TFDi CTDS, the crash to desktops. I actually have the FCU IPC auto save my flight every couple of minutes, I believe, or 3 minutes. So you kind of get that kind of jam every 3 to 4 minutes. I mean, the frames will go to 3 or 4. The whole thing will go like bananas just because it's doing its thing. So for the PMDG, I went to 5 minutes autosave just to kind of minimize the lagginess the autosave function goes. So here coming at river. $10,000 feet. Okay, let's throw the continuous. Not sure if I want to do the continuous on the engines there because of the weather. I think I'm gonna leave it. So very thick coverage here. You guys can see the clouds. So 111.55 confirmed. And hopefully prepared this time does not spawn anybody taking off while we are landing, and it happened before. So if that is going to happen, I hope not. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to show you that coastlines kind of from the ORBX vector, but no, I don't think this is the perfect flight to show you guys. Maybe on the upcoming flights though. So let's go to 100 on the radio there. I'll do the pair there, 200. almost at the VR station there. DME VR. We're gonna reach our deceleration point. I'm gonna just go ahead and check the weather again to make sure we have the latest.
Mike, airport information, Lima 2155, Zulu, weather, wind 008 at 5, visibility 10, sky condition, few clouds at 2200, temperature 16, dew point 13, QNH 1012. Advise on initial contact, you have information, Lima, Echo.
Okay, so Lima information there. So the wind have shifted a little bit more. It's not, I mean, we're gonna have some little bit of crosswind there. Shouldn't be a problem. Other than that, few clouds at 2000. So I guess we're gonna continue having this kind of thick coverage up to 2000. That is okay. Okay, finally. So, very gorgeous textures from Hi-Fi team. I mean, you guys can look at those clouds. This is gorgeous. So if you try, and I'm still, guys, I'm trying my best to get you an idea or a good view at least to that shoreline, but I guess I'm gonna call it today and show you on another video. Yeah, let's do that. So we have a little bit of traffic coming out from the Amsterdam area. Very nice weather, I mean. The sunset is very gorgeous, guys. I mean, this is unbelievable. I mean, to have a sim that actually looks that good. I mean with the traffic, I mean with the sunset, shorelines, the sea, the water reflection, the lights. I mean, this is one of the best moments I have seen, honestly, and prepared on any other sim, regardless. So more clouds, I guess, and we are coming to our DME station there. We're gonna turn to 116 once we are at it. So we have the outer marker there. That's because we are flying above the runway, kinda. I mean, I'm still hooked to that sunset, guys. Honestly, I'm very hooked to the scene. And that wing flicks, everything at this particular moment, I'm digging it, guys. Anyway, back to reality. So we're gonna turn around now to 116. And it lines up perfectly with the already drawn line from the FMC. And you can see the airport. So we're about, I mean, I don't know if you guys are noticing, but I think we're gonna land whereas everybody's taken off for some reason. So yeah, that's, I mean, in real life that will be a problem for us. I mean, I don't have any problem with that. More clouds. I mean, I could actually, let's try that. So let's see what actually prepare default ATC will give us. Yeah, he will like fly. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Sorry.
Echo Hotel Alpha, Mike, airport information, Mike 2.
Not today. And this is one of the reasons that I hate flying with AI traffic, because the prepare the weather will actually give you exactly what runway you should use, and ATC will give those AI random numbers to take off from and land from. So very good FPS there, almost 30 FPS locked outside and inside. So altimeters, and yeah, I'm going through the checklist, and we are doing very good, honestly. So here it goes, our turn to kind of finish that teardrop. So 11.1 on the DME there. So we can see the localizer coming alive. We're a bit far though. So let's arm the VR localizer there. So our missed approach altitude is 3000. Let's throw flap 1. So here comes the kind of the hazy, cloudish at 2000 feet. So flaps 2, we're gonna arm the glide slope. And wow, that was quick. So we have captured localizer glide slope, and we can go to flaps 5. I'm gonna add more speed brake, gear down. $3,000 in the missed approach. Hopefully nobody's taken off from the runway. Flaps 15. Speed brake should be armed. Can go to flaps 25. Flaps 30. And out throttle can come off. So as I said, we have a little bit of crosswind there. 1,000 to go. That's about a disconnect.
Approaching 27.
Less talk and much flying. Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay. Thrust reverser on. $80 knots, manual braking. Very good. Very good landing. I'm happy with it. I don't know if you guys are happy with it or not, but so lights can come off. Taxi light can come in. Strobes can come off. APU is on. And TA. Gonna stop my watch. So we have 1 hour 49 minutes, and I'm gonna see the numbers. 1 hour 43 minutes. Sorry guys, we were 6 minutes late, and I don't mind it. So we are going through Alpha 15. I'm gonna park it almost at the nearest parking available. So let me see there. So coming at Alpha 15, I think our best bet is to use F8 maybe. Let's see what GSX want us to do now. So get 5. So F3 is occupied. F4, I don't like it. F6, yeah, I could do F6. Let me just see, where is it? When I haven't seen any movement from G6. Let's try F8. Yes, so yeah, that's our gate, guys. So I think F6 is on the other side with F5 and the rest. So yeah, that's our gate, guys. Taxi light is off. I mean, this scenery, this flight has been very delightful, guys. It's not just I did it for the stream or the recording. It's just been a very delightful flight. So engines, anti-collision light. I'm gonna call for the jetway there. Ground connections, ground power, air conditioning, doors. I'm gonna cabin crew, disarm, slide, and cross check. So I'm gonna request the deboarding. Gonna go through the shutdown checklist for you guys. Prop heat. Parking brake, whether yards off. Secure checklist, so gonna have data ruse, ground VAR connected, ABU to off, hydraulics to off, emergency lights to off, packs to off, and that was it, guys. I mean, the sunset, everything in this flight really was good, and you can see the dynamic light on the floor. This flight, guys, was a very delightful flight, honestly. So I hope you guys enjoyed our flight today with us. So if you like it, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.